that will automatically take time, not demand time. When you demand time, you're gonna get the cold shoulder. It's gonna get the no, I
Oh
don't
my
need you.
God,
Like,
chill.
but when you do the gestures, right? When you gesture it out, yo, let me take you out to eat here, or let's go do this. Oh, there's an activity thing here, an event here. Like I would love to go with you there. Blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, when he's having a good time with you, and you're having a good time with him, that's how y'all actually end up molded.
Absolutely.
You know, every relationship that I've ever been in, I got suckered into. Like I never,
That's a fact, though.
besides
Be like
one,
that.
it was in high school. Disregarding that one, I'd never asked a girl to be my girlfriend. I just became her boyfriend.
I just did.
And
We're
was like,
together.
when
It
the
comes to the
hell,
point that we be like,
But that's what we do, though.
because
Yeah.
things occur, and you be like, "Are we together?" Like you got to react a certain way, and you be like, "Yo, are we together now?" And you be like, "All right, yeah, we're together," and we move that way. Like it's the movement, it's the small things. If I go to work, if I come here and I come home, and the dishes is done, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, guys. So, welcome to Little Blackbird 91. We're talking to you guys about, well, should you be asking and demanding more time, or should you just gesture instead? And we're going to talk a little bit about this. You know, there's a story in the Bible. Eve did not say, Adam, eat the fruit from the tree. She handed it to him. So there is a little bit of a principle in this. We're going to talk a little bit more about what they discussed on 8 at the Table. Once again, great show from 8 at the Table. Love their YouTube channel and what they talk about. So if you're new to the channel, do me a massive, massive favor. Like it, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated. All right, let's get into this video, baby. All right, cool. So they just spoke about the situation. They said obviously he said about demanding time versus doing actual gestures. And I think it was a very intelligent, wise thing to say. Demanding more time leaves it unspecified, and men are moved by action, not words. So when you say, I want more time, what does that mean to us? Nothing, because really and truly, it's not an action. What you want to do is provide an action. Baby, you know what? I need more time. I want to spend more time going to dinner. I want to spend more time going to the park. I want to spend more time going here, being very specific. And then sometimes you also just got to take the lead and just say, babe, listen, do you know what? Like, what does it take for us to get to X, Y, Z? But now they're talking about actual before a relationship. I was even going to relationship. That's how you might do it in a relationship, because you guys have been together a while. But if we're just talking about pre-relationship, he's absolutely right in the sense of those girls that take and it's not even control, but take initiative. But like, yo, I want to go to let's say I want to go to this restaurant, right? Or I want to go to the park and just have a little talk, right? As men, we respond to that action because she suggested something. Like, let's go to the park. Let's go for the park. Let's go for a little bike ride. And right? And sometimes what it does is it shows a reciprocation, number one, because in our generation, our world, it's always like men need to lead on this, that. And what can happen is, well, like, all right, cool. If that's the case, then, you know, I'm then. And oftentimes as well, leaving that ball in his court all the way through. That guy's probably got a lot of options, maybe potentially, and he's looking for a signal to say this is the right person. And I think, like he said, I have to agree partly what he said in the sense of that girl that says, "Listen, let's go to the park." That girl that says, "All right, let's go to the arcade," or and I'm saying really wild things, they're not really great, whatever. Let's go, buy some ice cream, go for a little talk, or whatever. I'm just giving some wild things that suggest things. It shows first and foremost you're actually interested, right? Because you're suggesting us to go and do things. All right, you're suggesting us to go and do activities. If every activity you're asking for is to go to a restaurant that's expensive, darling, you're really not pulling anything from me. Suggest activities that we can do that would help us spend more time together. That's what he said. That would draw up more time. Restaurants are good, they're fine, they're nice. But unless we both like food like that, then restaurants are not the key thing. You might want to be looking at activities. You know, in UK, we have like going to on the Emirates airline, going to London, seeing what do you call it, those Madame Tussauds, and seeing the celebrities who are made up of clay or whatever they're made up of. You know, there is Dungeon Dragon or whatever it is. There's a whole host of different activities out there. Go-karting, all that kind of stuff. So when a girl goes, hey, look, let's go to here. Let's just spend a bit more time and do that, right? What it does is that, like he said, it creates a demand on your time, and it's specific. So it's like, just like when Eve gave Adam the apple, it's not, I want more time. Here, I want you to eat the apple, but I'm not going to tell you to eat it. I'm going to hand it to you. Let's go to the go-karting this week. Now, I might be like, oh, my schedule's kind of mad. You say, okay, so what's the schedule for next week? I think next week's kind of good, actually. Do you know what I mean? You're going to force me into saying something. If you just say, I want more time, I'm going to look at my schedule and be like, oh, she wants more time. Frick. Like, oh, one more time. Like, what do you mean, like, one more time? Like, I give you enough time as it is. Create a demand by creating an activity that requires a demand. He ain't lying about that. That was a bar. I can't lie to you. Solid wisdom. Let's just go back and just listen to what he said again. I think it's key to hear it as well.
Getting the key. She's driving your car. So if she's doing all this, when you saying 2 and 3, they're gonna get less and less and less
time. This is when I hear, oh, come on, we got to go do this, or come, I need you here right now, or pull up right. No. She has to step it up. She has to do things that take more time. Okay. Right. So, for example, it's like, hey, I'm gonna pull up this morning and I got breakfast for you, whatever. Or we're gonna go out to breakfast. Or now you're starting to do things that will automatically take time, not demand time. When you demand time, you're gonna get the cold shoulder. It's gonna get the no, I don't need you. Like, but when you do the gestures, right? When you gesture it out, yo, let me take you out to eat here, or let's go do this. Oh, there's an activity thing here, an event here. Like, I would love to go with you there. Blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, when he's having a good time with you, and you're having a good time with him, that's how y'all actually end up molded. Absolutely. You know, every relationship that I've ever been in, I got suckered into. Like, I never. That's a fact, though.
You know, so again, he mentioned about, I love the key point he mentioned there in a sense of even taking that initiative and going one step further, actually doing it. Like, yo, pull up to the house for breakfast, or, I don't know, like, babe, I've got us 2 tickets for whatever. When's your schedule open? I'm booking 2 tickets for this. When's your schedule open? Again, because obviously I'm being very much conscious aware. People got busy schedules. So put it up and saying I've got tickets for theater don't make sense if you're gonna have to refund it and redo it. But like saying that, look, babe, I'm booking 2 tickets now for like calling me up and be like, babe, I'm booking 2 tickets for this. Things like that are going to create a demand on my time. And what it shows is, again, is that you're interested. And that doesn't have to be an interest of I'm deeply in love with you. It just shows, okay, the person's interested. Now, you don't have to put your heart into this. That's the most important thing. Guard your heart in all of this. Guard your heart. Now, I'm not saying women should do this all the time and lead everything. What I'm saying is, once or twice, do this so that you can show some interest. You know what I mean? Show some interest that, that you're involved, that you're liking the person, and that you want their time from that. I personally think this is normally a mutual thing anyway. You should be doing this, both of you doing this to each other anyway. But I get what you're saying. If you want to demand more time, that's how you do it. You don't demand more time by saying it. You just do it. You know what I mean? You do things that are going to demand that amount of time. So, hey, listen, like, share, subscribe. And you click on that bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. Little Black.